I'm Anil Kumar. We will understand how to add rational expressions in this particular video. So we need to add 1 over x square minus 2x minus 3 plus 1 over x square minus 4x plus 3. First step is to factor the quadratic terms. So we have 1 over x square minus 2x minus 3. To factor, we can apply product and sum. So we are looking for, let me rewrite here, x square minus 2x minus 3. We are looking for two numbers whose product should be equal to minus 3 and whose sum should be equal to minus 2. So what are those two numbers? 3 and 1, and 3 should be negative since the sum is negative, 1 positive. When you add, you get minus 2. When you multiply, you get minus 3. So this denominator can be written as x minus 3 times x plus 1. How about the other one? Let's look into that. We have x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now here we are looking for product of two numbers to be 3 and their sum as minus 4. So both could be negative. Negative 3 and negative 1 works for us. So we could write this as x minus 3 times x minus 1. Got it. To add, we should have common denominator. Now we have four factors: x minus 3, x plus 1, x minus 3, x minus 1. Well, x minus 3, x minus 3 is already common. So the greatest common factor, so we are looking now for greatest common factor. Greatest common factor is x minus 3 times x plus 1 and x minus 1. We have already included x minus 3. So that is what we need. You will note in the first one, we do not have x minus 1. So that should be multiplied by x minus 1. So this is thinking. So x minus 1 times x minus 1 in both numerator and denominator. So the first term gets multiplied by what it does not have here. The second one does not have x plus 1, so that gets multiplied by x plus 1, right? X plus 1. So when you do that, denominators are complete. They have all the three factors which I've already written. The numerator, if I multiply this by 1, I get x minus 1 here, right? Plus x plus 1 times 1, we get x plus 1. Do you see that? So that is how you get your numerators. Now we can add. So 2x minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So we get 2x in the numerator, and the denominator for us is x minus 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, so that is our denominator. Whenever you're working with rational expressions, it is kind of important to note restrictions, right? Even if you're not being asked for that. So here the restrictions are that the denominator cannot be 0, so we cannot have x as equal to 3 or even plus minus 1. So these are the three, plus minus 1. So these are the three restrictions. X is not equal to plus minus 1 and it is not equal to 3. And these two expressions add to 2x divided by x minus 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. I'm Anil Kumar and I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.